Get Out There Outdoors is proud to represent the following. You can find them all on Facebook. Wall hangers. Display that European mountain with pride. MWD Outdoors. Make them take a dirt nap. A to Z Game Calls. Specializing in custom slate calls. Prime One Camo. Be the Predator. Deer Tracks Plaques for some top quality displays. Hey guys, Mickey Master with Get Out There Outdoors. I'm going to do a few videos here breaking down the different patterns of bucks. Kind of give yourself, a lot of you guys, most of you guys anyway, a little refresher on what's going on right now. Some of you new guys, kind of give you a little bit of an insight as to what happens throughout the season as far as how the animals react, how their patterns change, reasons for that, and give yourself a little bit of an advantage on changing your setup a little bit to catch that buck on his normal paths. And that's what most of us try to do. Try to catch that deer on their travel routes. That raises your percentages levels tremendously if you can find yourself in those points. Right now, they are in early October. They are still on that, pattern from bed to food. It's a little bit slower than what you had seen like in through September and stuff, because now they're in hard horn. When they get to the hard horn, hormone levels change. They're visiting scrape areas more, spend a little more time at those. They're a little bit more aware of other bucks and stuff in the area. Now everybody has some horns on their head. They want to kind of flex a little bit with each other. Doing a little bit of sparring, not a lot yet, doing a little bit of sparring, kind of get that pecking order established. For the most part, they're still running in bachelor groups. That will start to diminish soon once they start pushing each other out. But once the girls start getting involved, you know how that goes. So with that travel route being a little bit slower between the bed to food, you're noticing that the bucks and stuff aren't coming out to that bean field or cornfield or whatever with as much shooting light. That's just because, like I said, it's just taking them longer to get there. They're still on their way. They're still doing the same thing, just taking a little bit longer to get there. So you're going to have to change your patterns up a little bit accordingly. One great tactic for this time of year is to slide into really tight to the bedding area early while they're still out in that field. If you can get in there with the wind and stuff all in your favor and slip in there nice and tight and catch that big guy coming back out of that field with a belly full, because he's going to be moving slow. When he comes back out of that field, he's in no hurry to get back there. There's still, some nuts, some browse between those 2 points. He's not in a hurry right now to, quarantine off his area. He's not in a hurry to, mark a scrape that another buck may have made or visited. So he's taking his time. So you have a little bit of time in the mornings to get in there, get set up, and wait for him to come to you. Same thing in the evenings. In the evenings, you're pretty much going to follow the pattern in reverse. You're going to be out closer to the feed area. You're going to have to move yourself in, though, to give yourself enough time for him to work himself to you, to give yourself enough shooting light. So, if it takes you a half hour to walk from that field edge line into your setup, you're getting closer to being able to get to that animal, as far as still having daylight hours, because, once you get into the woods, especially this time of year, all the leaves are still in the trees. It gets darker in the woods sooner, so you have to be a little closer still. That's your biggest tactics right now. You're still looking for that food to bed path. So if you guys have any, different opinions on that, I'd love to hear them. But that's kind of the way I see early October. All right, guys, you have fun and get out there.